Welcome to Musician's Corner. I'm Andrew Phillips. Today we're going to be doing a product review on this guitar amp by Behringer. This is the V-Tone GM108 model. It's the 15-watt, 8-inch speaker portable guitar amp. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get a close-up here of the controls that this amp has here. You have one input here for your instrument. You also have a CD input where you can plug in some music, jam along some of your favorite tunes. You have your headphone input, obviously, where you could plug in your headphone. Then you have your drive control here. Then you have right here some cool little presets. You have your amp presets, your mode, and your speaker, totaling 27 custom presets that you can come up with. In the amp setting here, you can see here it says California, British, and Tweed. California gives you basically that clean tone of the West Coast amps. Then you have British, and that there will give you the hard rocking sound of the 1960s from the British amps from that era. Then you have Tweed, which gives you kind of a bluesy 1950s sound. Then here in mode, you have your hot, high gain, and your clean. You can cycle through those and kind of set up the overdrive that you want. Then for speaker, you have US, UK, and flat. And basically what these are, the US will simulate a 212 speaker, kind of with an open case. Then you have next your UK setting. That'll emulate a 412 enclosed cabinet. And then you have the flat, which is basically going to give you just the signature Behringer sound for this amp in case you just want to run it the way it is. So that's some pretty cool presets there. Then you have your low, mid, and high adjustments that you can do, and then your master volume. So it's got some very cool presets and controls for an amp this size. Let's head around to the back and check out the speaker that's inside this cabinet. Housed inside of this little cabinet, you have a Behringer 8G15B4 15-watt 4-ohm 8-inch speaker designed by Behringer Germany. This little amp inside of this well-made cabinet puts out some good tone and some great sound, and we're going to test that in a minute. But that's what you've got in here powering this thing. You can pick this amp up new for around $100. Yeah, I've seen it also used. You can get it anywhere from around $45 to $75 depending on the source. I was fortunate enough to get this from a wholesaler, so I got it for a lot cheaper than that at the time, because what I have is a 412 cabinet, and obviously that's not portable. So I wanted something small that I could just kind of pick up, take it into a different room if I want to jam out, something that's very low maintenance and very practical. So when the opportunity came up, I said, all right, I'll go ahead and check it out. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. When I plugged into this thing, and the tone, the power, it's got strong volume, the preset sounded awesome, I was blown away by this thing. Very impressed by it. So let's go ahead and plug up one of my instruments to it, and let's go ahead and see what it has to offer. We're going to go ahead now and we're going to run some different riffs through it, some different styles so you can hear the different presets. I have a couple different instruments that I'm going to be using. I have my First Act Custom that has some really good tone to it, and then I have one of my BC Rich guitars that also has some good tone and sound to that as well. We're going to be running it straight into the amp itself. I'm not going through any effects pedals or emulators or anything. So what you're hearing is what this unit is generating as far as any distortion or sound quality. Everything is just straight through this cabinet. So I'm going to go ahead now, we're going to start doing that. I'm going to put along the bottom the different presets that I'm using and the different instrument that I'm using, so that way you can hear the different changes in the tone and the quality of this. And then we'll be back to conclude this video after we go through and sample some of the different settings. Well, that pretty much concludes this overview of this Behringer 8-inch V-Tone 15-watt guitar amp. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 10. I think this is definitely well worth the money for all that this thing offers in this small little cabinet right here. Definitely worth it if you're looking for a small amp to take around, something that still has some good quality to it. Definitely well worth it. I didn't go through every single preset in here. We just kind of hit just some of them as listed on the screen as we were going through them. Please send me any questions or any comments you may have. I would love to hear from you. As always, I appreciate all the support. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.